I would say I'm more technical than I am like anything else, but I can do a little everything. I like to high fly. If you guys haven't seen, I've jumped off a mall. I've jumped off a steel cage. A mall balcony. I've done a couple brawls. I've been in some street fights. I've been in some Extreme Rules matches. So I like to, it's just I like to be a little bit of everything, and I think that's kind of when you look at pro wrestling, people that can kind of do it all, they're the total package. So it's yeah.
Let's talk about that mall for a second. For one, be honest with me here. Were you nervous when you were about to
No.
do that? Not at all.
No, I can look you dead in the face and say no.
Is that from just doing stunts or?
No, I'm just crazy. I guess I don't know what you can say, but it's confidence. So yeah, this was literally a week before the pandemic, might I add. So Wildcat had a show in the now defunct Esplanade Mall. So it was another mall, another place.
Ain't there no more.
Yeah, it's there, but it's not open. But Esplanade Mall, it was a 2-story mall. It's February. We had our biggest show in 2019, November of 2019. The Revolution Rumble, at the Pontchartrain Center. We had packed out about 2,200 people there. It was myself versus Stevie Richards, another wrestling legend, and another person I give tremendous props to. Stevie, and I had wrestled, twice. This was our third match, and that's somebody else that I'm very grateful to have learned from. Stevie has been everywhere, anywhere and everywhere. He was in ECW, TNA, WCW, WWE, ROH, he's been everywhere. And to be I was about 2 years in. So to learn and wrestle with somebody like that, again, it was a true privilege. But we were just coming off that show, going into this Esplanade Mall. And, it was a tag team match. It was my dad and I, we went by Hawx versus a team called Fly Death. Fly Death is from Booker T's Reality Wrestling. Fantastic tag team. They really are one of the best tag teams going right now. I would be, I could see them on a WWE, AEW, big company anytime soon, but it was us versus Fly Death, and we'd wrestled them several times. But it was one of those things where, we went in, we were setting up the ring at the mall, and it's just I go and I look, and I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I guess I can do this. I asked my dad, I'm like, hey, do you think I can make this? He's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, well, if you think so, I got it. You know what I mean? And then it's just kind of it. The match kind of was going on. Eventually it was one of those things where we were wrestling around, and eventually, everybody just kind of was down in the ring, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna kind of disappear in the background. And, the camera, you don't really see it there, but the camera is there. But you might see me just sneak off and go into the escalator. And, so they're kind of just getting up and stuff like that. And you just see me. And, the only thing I was worried about was just getting over the railing. As you see, I take my time. The full clip, you see me kind of step over, and I'm just taking my time. Because the one thing I said was, before I get to the cross, you know what I mean? That's the next thing. But I'm like, if anything's going to happen to me, it's going to be because I don't have proper footing. I know how to jump off things. I know my distance because, again, you practice so many times. I know how far, if I was to jump from here to here, I know how far I'm going to jump, land. It's just a little different because you have this elevation, but gravity's going to take care of the rest because as I'm jumping out, I'm going to travel this direction as long as I have my footing. So that's the one thing you see me. I take my time. I get over there. I did the sign of the cross. I said, God, please take care of me. You know what I mean? If not, then, it is what it is. And I jumped. But as soon as I jumped, in my head, I literally said, I got this. I knew it. I knew I was going to land it. And then it happened, and it was pretty crazy because I knew it was a crazy moment. But when we posted that the next day, I didn't realize how big it was going to be.